Welcome to the Cinecaps Plus. Today, we're going to take a look at the film called The One. If you're ready, let's get started. Gabriel Yula used to work for the Multiverse Authority, MVA, a group responsible for keeping track of and controlling travel between different dimensions. But now, he's obsessed with a strange idea. He wants to find and get rid of every other version of himself in different universes. He believes that by doing this, he'll become a super powerful being called the One by absorbing their life energy. So far, he's fought with 123 versions of himself, including one named Lawless in the Anubis universe. But his plans get interrupted when MVA agents named Rodecker and Funch catch him and take him back to MVA's big headquarters in the Alpha universe. MVA decides to lock him up forever in a gloomy place called the Stygian Penal Colony in the Hades universe. It seems like there's no hope for Yula, but he's determined to become the One, so he manages to escape with help from his lover and some sneaky planning. Using teleportation, Yula ends up in the Karis universe where the last version of himself, Gabe Law, lives. This sets the stage for a big showdown that could change the fate of many universes and decide whether Gabriel Yula becomes the One. Meanwhile, in a different part of the story, Gabe Law is just a regular deputy sheriff in the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. But suddenly, over 2 years, he starts getting super strong and smart. This baffles not only him but also his wife, TK. They don't understand why these changes are happening. Gabe's life took a big turn when something unusual happened during a regular prisoner transport. Suddenly, he felt like something bad was about to happen, like a gut feeling warning him of danger. He realized there was a hidden enemy nearby, even though he couldn't see them. This moment showed that Gabe had special abilities, as he managed to dodge a gunshot that could have killed him. But he got hurt when he fell from a tall wall during his escape. Surprisingly, the person chasing him, Yula, did the same dangerous move effortlessly. Luckily, 2 mysterious people, Rodecker and Funch, saved Gabe from Yula's deadly grasp. Gabe realized that Yula was not just any enemy, he was like a twin, someone who was exactly like Gabe in every way. This discovery was confusing, but it also gave Gabe some insight into what was going on, even though danger still loomed. Gabe and Yula's chase led them to a hospital where Gabe needed medical help for his injuries. It turned out Yula had his own plans beyond just fighting Gabe. He convinced Rodecker and Funch not to kill him, explaining that Gabe's death would lead to something important called the One. In a strange twist of fate, Gabe and Yula ended up in a massive battle, looking exactly the same and dressed alike. This baffled the other police officers at the hospital. In the chaos, both Gabe and Yula managed to escape, their destinies now tied to a mysterious and cosmic struggle that didn't make sense. During this intense sequence of events, something extraordinary happened. The MVA agents, going against their orders, split up. Rodecker bravely fought Yula but tragically got his neck broken, stopping a dangerous bomb he had planned to use. Meanwhile, Funch caught up with Gabe and revealed a mind-boggling truth: there were multiple universes connected by strange wormholes, making everything very complicated and uncertain. As things got more and more tense, Yula, who was sneaking around like a shadow at night, sneaked into Gabe's house. He took advantage of TK's genuine but wrong belief that he was Gabe. TK reluctantly agreed to hide Yula, not knowing he was being tricked. But she figured it out too late, as Yula, who had evil plans, revealed his true intentions. He caught her in a tricky trap that made her powerless and defenseless. Gabe, feeling really guilty and sad, showed up just in time to see Yula ruthlessly take TK's life. It was a really scary moment that would always make him feel bad. After this really sad event, Funch and Gabe had to work together to find Yula before he could use another wormhole to do bad things in different universes. They became partners because they both really wanted to stop Yula. Their partnership started because they had no other choice, and they both really wanted to do something about it. They were about to have a big fight with Yula, and it would test how brave and determined they were. They were just starting to chase Yula through different universes, and it was a big deal because many worlds were in danger. Gabe and Funch, breathing heavily in a cold and eerie place, finally got to the darkest part where Yula was waiting for them. Yula, who had become a bad person because he wanted a lot of power, was in a dark room. The air was full of tension as they all stood face to face. They started fighting right away, and it was fast and brutal. Funch tried really hard, but Yula was just too strong and mean. Funch's brave but unsuccessful fight showed them how much danger they were in. When Gabe joined the fight, things got even more intense. They fought like giants, showing off their skills and determination. Every punch and kick echoed in the big, echoing place. Gabe got stronger as time went on, and he started to have a little advantage over Yula. It felt like he might win, but they were running out of time. They could hear the countdown for the wormhole getting closer and closer. With only a few moments left, the ground shook beneath them as a strange wormhole appeared. It looked hungry, like it wanted to swallow them whole. They struggled, and all three of them got pulled into it, tumbling through a tunnel in space. They came out of the wormhole feeling dizzy and hurt, on the floor of a place called the MVA headquarters. Yula had tried to switch with Gabe, but it didn't work, and he ended up in a scary place called the Hades universe, where bad people go to be punished forever. The MVA people were quick and efficient. They were getting ready to send Gabe back to his own universe, where he'd have to face the bad things Yula did. It was like a dark cloud hanging over him. But in the middle of all this serious stuff, Funch remembered something important. He remembered a talk he had with Gabe, and he felt sorry for him. So, even though it was a tough decision, Funch did something really nice. He changed things so that Gabe could get a second chance. Funch had a lot of empathy and a sense of what's right. He made things different for Gabe. Gabe was going to a new universe, one where he could live a normal life without all the bad stuff from before. It was like a little bit of hope in the middle of all the chaos. Gabe could start over, and it all began when he met TK. In this new universe, Gabe's life would be different. He wouldn't have to worry about Yula anymore. He could have a fresh start, and maybe things would be better for him. Meanwhile, Yula was in a really dark and scary prison on a planet in the Hades universe. He still thought he was the special one, and he got into a fight with another prisoner. The camera moved away, and we saw lots of other prisoners joining in the fight on a big, ancient building called a ziggurat. I hope you enjoyed this story. Let me know if there are other movies or anime you'd like to hear about. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.